What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource and welcome to Setup Wars episode 87 where you submit your desk setup to get featured on the channel. So if you guys want to participate, make sure to watch the video linked below. As always, every week there is going to be a nice giveaway. In fact, the 5 winners of last week have already been announced within the app. So if you guys want to participate in this week's giveaway, all you guys have to do is watch this exact same episode on the app Nice and add any product you guys want to win to your wish list. It's very simple. You can enter for a chance to win a keyboard, a mouse, headset, whatever is featured in these episodes. So anyways, the app is linked down below. Ladies and gentlemen, let the setup wars begin. If you guys are shopping around for your next game, make sure to check out g2a.com because they have the cheapest CD keys available for pretty much any game. I'll drop a link to them down below if you want to check it out. Starting off the episode, we have Mattia and a pretty clean black and white setup. So he's rocking a 28-inch Asus monitor, a Razer Black Widow, and a Logitech G502 mouse. For audio, he has a giant Sony soundbar right in front of his face and a pair of Superlux HD 668B headphones resting on an empty alcohol bottle, I think. You might want to fill that up though. Not much else on the surface other than a wireless Qi charger from Anker and his PC, which is equipped with a 4590 and an MSI GTX 960. Cable management isn't that bad. It looks like he used some zip ties to keep the wires under the desk and a single power strip on the ground, which is powering the PC. My only question is, how are you powering the monitor and soundbar? My guess would be from another power source behind a drawer or something. But overall, a very straightforward black and white setup. Thank you, Mattia, for starting off this episode. Speaking of black and white, here is a white and black setup from Max. A single 27-inch AOC monitor, a Dialog V60 wireless gaming keyboard and mouse combo, although I don't know if I would call a wireless keyboard a gaming keyboard, but that looks pretty dope. I definitely appreciate the consistency of the color scheme. For audio, he is using a pair of Logitech Z200 speakers that he mounted against the wall, and a Turtle Beach Earforce X31 wireless gaming headset. Even his Xbox One controller is skinned in white and black from D brand. Job well done. The PC would have been the cherry on top had he gone with white or black RAM sticks. I'm guessing he went with blue to match the motherboard accents. I don't know, regardless, it's a good looking PC that finally has some AMD parts, an FX 8350 and an R9 380. Now here's an interesting modification to cable management. He created his very own cable box that he hooked up under the table, which is holding up majority of the cables and his power strip. The rest of the cables are tied together with some Velcro and routed down one of the legs. Amazing work. I have no complaints. This is a very clean setup. Thank you, Max, for entering. Here's an interesting triple monitor setup. I'm not entirely sure how effective this can possibly be. I feel like Robert always dreamed about having a triple monitor setup, and despite not having the space for it, he decided to go with one anyways. So the desk he's using is called Gelstead and it's only 47 inches in width, but I feel like if you put the PC under the desk, he can actually squeeze that 24-inch monitor up top on the desk, especially since you have another desk right next to that. Also on the table, he has the QPad MK85 Cherry keyboard and SteelSeries Rival mouse on top of the Asus ROG Stealth mousepad. Somewhere behind the monitors are a pair of Logitech G623 speakers, and he's also using the Logitech G930 headset. At least cable management seems to be under control. I believe the IKEA Signum is holding up everything, along with a few zip ties that are keeping everything tied together. And finally, the PC that's somehow pushing all these pixels has a 4460 and a 7970. So yeah, this is obviously a cluttered setup, and I would recommend you to get rid of one of the monitors or placing the PC under the desk to make room for the third monitor, because this honestly just doesn't look practical at all. But anyways, thank you, Robert, for entering. Here's a triple display setup that actually works. Well, technically the third display is a 40-inch TV, but at least it has purpose, even though it's not exactly centered above the monitors due to the diagonal wall. But the other two monitors are the popular 34-inch Ultrawide from LG, which look to be mounted against the wall. The keyboard of choice is the Logitech G19 paired with the Roccat Cone mouse, which are resting on a kitchen working top. For audio, he is using the Roccat Cave gaming headset, and that's resting on a headphone hanger from AliExpress. I don't know what's up with the vodka bottles, but this is like the third setup that I've seen with some. Hell, there's even a smaller bottle right next to that one. Maybe it's for added personality, but I'm not really sure. I do gotta give props for cable management. Sera used some wall raceways to hide the cables near the bottom for a very clean look. The rest of the cables are resting on the rack. I think it's been a while since I've seen a Bitfinex Colossus case until now, but inside here is the i7-920 and a GTX 780 Ti. A pretty clean and organized setup with no complaints. Thank you, Sera, for entering. Finishing up the episode strong, we have Zach and his impressive quad display setup that's on a custom-made desk from IKEA. So he's rocking a 27-inch BenQ monitor that's in between two 23-inch Asus monitors, and right above that is a 55-inch Vizio 4K Smart TV. There may be a few extra stuff on the desk, but everything is nicely organized. He has a pair of KRK Rocket speakers for audio that's hooked up to a Mackie Pro FX mixer, and an Audio-Technica AT2035 microphone that's hooked up to the Focusrite audio interface. Definitely loving that audio setup. He also has a few headphones hanging from the wall, the popular M50Xs and the Astro A40s for gaming, I'm assuming. Speaking of gaming, Zach has quite the peripheral setup: a Razer Death Adder Chroma, Razer Orb Weaver Chroma, and a Ducky Shine 5 RGB keyboard in the middle. Keeping the overall black theme consistent, he also wrapped his PS4 in carbon fiber skins from D-Brand, of course. I mean, where else? And cable management is, of course, flawless. I love how he grouped up everything in those square compartments under the desk. This means that he had to drill holes in the pieces of wood to route the cables through, as you can see. Excellent work. Of course, the gaming setup isn't complete without carbs. This dude has a mini fridge next to his desk with a bunch of sodas. I mean, could you ask for anything else? This entire room looks like a man cave, to be honest. I'm not really sure what's up with the giant black curtains, but this is one hell of a gaming setup. Thank you, Zach, for entering. So that is it for this episode of Setup Wars. As always, make sure you guys drop your comments down below and vote on who you think has the best desk setup. As always, I'll announce the winners on my Twitter and Instagram, and also on the app as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to participate for the giveaway, don't forget to download the app and like any products you guys want to your wish list. And as always, I'll pick 5 random people every single Monday and announce them via the app as well. So make sure you guys have push notifications enabled. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.